My name is Thunder Kid. This is the Brainstorm series where I just kind of turn the camera on and start talking about what's on my mind. I'm a producer slash rapper slash artistic person. As far as content, this is really the first real video I've put effort into in about 3 months now. And the reason I slowed down on making content is I just kind of woke up one day and I realized I was lost in the sauce. And what I mean by lostness in the sauce is I'm a producer, I'm a rapper, so I'm supposed to make music. That's what I do. I was letting content creation, filming videos, editing videos, trying to find topics to make videos about. I put the content creation before making the music. So when I got burnt out on the content creation, I just ran out of music. I released everything that I was ready to release. Everything else is either unmixed or it's just a 4-bar loop. I haven't made it into a full beat yet. I haven't written to it. I've written it, but I haven't, cleaned up the vocals and all that stuff. So I just kind of woke up one day and I'm like, I need to stop. I need to just stop posting, stop worrying about being consistent with social media, and I need to get back into the music for real. Because what good is it being consistent on Instagram or whatever, What good is it if you can't keep it going? You can't. It's unsustainable. I don't want to be an online personality. I want to be recognized for my creative talents, for my music. That's the main focus. So I just kind of woke up one day and I'm like, all right, I'm going to stop making content so that I can get the music together. And then once I have some music together, then I can start this thing up again. So the only reason you're even seeing this video right now is because I have songs lined up, I have songs ready to go, and I have a fully formed project. Hold up, quick edit from future me. I've been sitting on this video for about 2 months because I thought I wanted to have a full project ready to roll out before uploading to YouTube again, but I changed my mind because now I have a solid vision for my next project. So as soon as it's complete, I'll be previewing the music to my newsletter subscribers. So if you want to be a part of that, hit the link in the description below and subscribe. After Futuristic Flyship Planet 23 dropped, I had been so locked into that project, I kind of forgot how to work on anything else. I forgot how to let go and start fresh with a new project. Because all I could think about was, how can I make something to talk about this? How can I do something to talk about what I already have out, instead of worrying about what's next? So I just kind of lost the momentum that I had built up because I was focusing too much on the content creation and promo and trying to look at analytics and being like, what do the analytics mean? Maybe I should make more of this and less of that and do this and do that. It's like, nah, you can't sustain creativity that way. So I just had to stop. I had to stop. In the past, had a real problem with being organized. So a lot of the things that I was doing, it was just me getting hyper focused on a great idea that I had, like the CDs, right? It was just a random thought that I had. I was like, what if I could do a physical release? But it's not like I thought about that before releasing the album on streaming. So I was like 4 or 5 months after the streaming release. I'm trying to brainstorm, how do I do physical CDs? What would the rollout look like? What do the promo things for that look like? And da 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 da. I'm not saying that it was a waste of time to do that, but it definitely could have been done better. I was really just jumping in and kind of like flying the plane while I was building it, you know? But now that I went through that and everything, that project has been done, it's over. It's kind of time to move on to the next. And I have a couple ideas floating around in my head right now, but I'm not gonna tell them to this camera yet, because I realized one of my other problems and another thing that's been stopping me from getting the music together is that I talk too damn much. And when I talk about my plans and things that I haven't done yet, I get the same sense of accomplishment as if I've already done it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how it is. That's how it is. So I have to learn to shut up a little bit and just hold it in, put all that energy into the music and creating the world around the music, and then when it's ready to talk, then it's non-stop talk. That's when it's time. The time is after you've done the thing, after you've gotten all the promo stuff together and all that. That's when you talk about the thing. When you talk about doing the thing before you've done the thing, it lessens your chance of doing that and actually completing the goal. That's what I've learned. So it might not be like that for you, but for me, that's how it seems to work. That's why it took so long for the Magneto Montana remix to come out. I had actually written and recorded my verse back in like March 2024, but it just dropped about 2 weeks ago. And that was because I had so much other stuff on my plate. I let Futuristic Fly shit take over. And then every time where I should have been sitting down and editing my vocals and coming up with promo stuff for the Magneto Montana remix with Ron Cross, I was working on something for Futuristic Fly shit. And then when Futuristic Fly shit was over, then it was the Lunchbox Cypher. I finally got all the pieces together for that. And then so I was like, damn, I didn't plan for how to promote this thing. So now I gotta create the album cover. I gotta create how I'm gonna talk about it. I came up with the video concept that we did, the black and white with the red letters. And then I had to, collect everybody's stuff, and then I had to edit that stuff down. It was a lot. So I kept allowing this, projects and things that I was really excited about to get pushed to the back burner. And then at the same time, when you're constantly pushing stuff back, now you've got to catch up. So it's constantly stepping forward and then stumbling back over and over and over and over again. And then each drop doesn't get the attention that it deserves because I didn't take the time to do the planning beforehand. I'm just reacting. I messed up. It is what it is. I'm learning though. That's the important thing. You gotta take some time, step back, realize what you could have done better, and then actually do better. With stopping the content creation or putting a pause on the content creation, I also realized I'm addicted to my phone. I'm addicted to scrolling. It feels so dumb saying that out loud, for real. And it was like, of all the things, right? You know, it's just, of all the things to be addicted to, that feels like such a dumb, stupid thing to be addicted to. But I mean, that's how all these apps and stuff are designed. They're designed for you to get addicted to it, to spend all your time there and to just think about that thing. When I was a kid, you think about, or I would think, you know, I get home from school, do my homework, now I want to relax. What do? I want to relax. I want to be entertained. Turn on the TV, get online. But TV and online used to be confined to my computer and my TV. But now my computer and my TV are in my hand or in my pocket all the time. It's always with me, you know, because it's all in the phone. So that kind of just translated to me scrolling all the time. And then when I pick up my phone, I can't just pick up my phone, reply to a text, and then put it down. You know, I pick up my phone, I might reply to a text, look at an email, or something like that, and then my brain, without me thinking, my brain already has this programmed habit of just go to Threads or go to Instagram. Oh, I got messages. Oh, people sending me reels. Oh, so I look at that. And then as soon as that first reel hits, see, I'm even saying as it hits. What kind of crazy shit is that, bro? As soon as I watch that first reel, my brain is just programmed to keep scrolling. So I knew the only way that I was gonna start getting back into the habit of doing the things I needed to do to have fully finished songs, you know, writing, recording, editing, mixing, mastering, getting the artwork together, all that stuff. The only way I was gonna be able to maintain that momentum is if I'm able to kick my scrolling addiction. So there was a month where I had to retrain myself to turn my phone off before bed, put it in another room, get an alarm clock so you don't have to rely on your phone to be your alarm clock. Because that's the other thing, is it's hard to not be addicted to your phone when you make your phone the center of your life. So I try not to have alarms on my phone anymore, because if you start your day touching your phone, the chances of you spending the first couple hours of your day, or maybe even your whole day, scrolling on your phone, just shot through the roof, bro. It's like 10,000 times more likely to happen. So you have to turn your phone off, physically separate yourself from the phone so that you don't start scrolling as soon as you wake up. And even doing that, right, I would still get the itch to turn my phone on and just start going to Instagram, start going to Threads, seeing what's going on. So it's like I had to like write it down, like tell myself, I'm not going to touch my phone until a certain time or until it's absolutely necessary. I can't say I kicked my addiction fully because I still catch myself scrolling, but I'm working on it. I'm getting better. And I don't get lost in the sauce. Especially with looking at analytics. That used to be something that really got me too, because since I'm not a photographer or a videographer, you know, my expertise is in music. So when it comes to content creation, sometimes I don't know what the markers of success are to look at. And so you just kind of default to looking at the analytics that YouTube gives you, and the analytics that Instagram gives you. So that would be another thing that would have me scrolling. If I'm not scrolling through videos and little silly things to watch, I'm getting lost in analytics and overthinking about every little edit and cut and the angles and the lighting, and okay, people watched this YouTube video up until about this point and then they all dropped off and da 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 da. Like, it's not about that at the end of the day, because the thing about getting better at what you do is you have to do it at a consistent pace over a long period of time. So if you're just constantly getting lost in the sauce and not putting out videos, not recording more music, not editing more vocals, not making more beats and stuff like that, it's like you're not going to get better. Matter of fact, you might be able to tell this video doesn't look the same as the other ones that I posted. That's because I'm filming in manual. Because I realized I wanted to do a thing with a reel, but I realized I need to make it happen the way I want it to happen. I have to film it in manual, but I don't know how to film in manual. So I'm just thinking like, okay, so how can I get better at using this camera that I bought? You know, I spent all this money on this camera, spent all this time learning how to use the basic functions, and then I just throw it up in auto, and then sometimes when I'm watching the videos back, I'm just like, man, this looks like crap. This looks like shit, bro. Like, what am I doing wrong? And it's like, okay, well, maybe you should be filming in manual. But then it goes to, I don't know how to film in manual. So let me just keep going in auto. But that's not the way to improve. But the thing is, it's great to look up, you know, like a how-to guide or a YouTube video on how to do something, or to search and try to figure out how to do something. But if you don't actually apply it, then it's just knowledge that's flowing. It's not even knowledge, really, because knowledge is when what you know meets actual experience. Maybe that's wisdom. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just something that's floating around in your head. It has no basis in reality. So I have to learn how to film in manual. So if I make more videos, I can use my camera better, and I'll figure out how to make better videos. And the starting point with that is learning how to film in manual. I have to tighten this up somehow. Oh, nope. See? Shouldn't have messed with it. Should have just left it where it was. Now it look crazy. Anyway, so, and the thing with the whole reason for me even making videos is to document the process around my music. But if I'm not making music, I don't have anything to film. And then I don't have any reels to make. I don't have any YouTube videos to make. So it all comes back. It's all cyclical, right? I have to remember that my mission is to create, not to consume. You spend too much time consuming, you don't have any room left in your brain or any hours left in the day to create anything. As a creative, you gotta remember that. Can't get lost in the sauce, man. So if you're a creative and you're watching this and you're wondering like, man, why don't I feel like I have enough time in the day to do the things that I want to do? Why do I feel so tired all the time? You know, why isn't this up to a standard that I want for my art to have? The answer might be in your consuming habits. Are you consuming more than you're creating? You should take a hard look at your habits, for real. And this stand, man, it got crooked. I must have hit a pothole or something, so now the video's gonna be slanted. If your consumption habits are at a point to where you're consuming more than you're creating, then you're gonna be out of balance. And you're not gonna be where you wanna be. That's really where you should start. You need to create more than you consume. And when you do consume things, make sure that it's something that leads to you creating. I started listening to an audiobook that was recommended to me, Atomic Habits by James Clear. And that's been helping me get my mind right and helping me catch myself when I start scrolling when I should be doing something else. I'll talk about that in a different video. If you haven't listened to my newest song, Magneto Montana remix featuring Ron Cross, you should listen to that. It's a banger. It's been stuck in my head for probably every day since I released it. And it's crazy because that song is a year old now. You know, the original. And I didn't change the beat or anything. It's just new verses, new lyrics over it. And it's crazy how a remix can breathe new life in a song that you thought you were tired of. Also, if you want to keep up with the music that I'm releasing, you want to hear it first, and you want to keep up with the YouTube channel and everything, you can subscribe. And I also encourage you to hit the link in the description and subscribe to my email list. So really, with the email list, I keep you updated with my music and my YouTube posts. And my email list is really just about highlighting the creative stuff that I'm excited about. So hit the link, subscribe to the email list, and yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all up in the next video. So see ya. If I don't get it right this time, then I'm just scrapping this video and y'all are just gonna have to keep waiting. That's it.